Hello everybody, PC Wizard here, and welcome to episode 3 of my FTB Horizons series. And first thing I want to start off showing you is a little bit of food. Haven't gotten too far into Pam's Harvest Craft, but one thing I have found is a fruit salad. Pretty easy to make. First thing you need is a cutting board, which is simply one piece of iron, 3 stone rods, and 2 sticks. And the next thing we need is a mixing bowl. Again, pretty easy, 3 blocks of wood and 1 stick. And then after that, it's any two types of fruit. So you're going to put the mixing bowl and the cutting board in your crafting window. And then, like I said, 2 different types of fruit. And you can mix and match any way you want. You get the same type thing, and I believe, yeah, it's a shapeless recipe, so you can put them in any order you want here. So here I've got plums and apples, and let's see. Gotta make sure I don't use up everything I've got, because I need, yeah, I still have a peach, I still have an apple. And let's make sure we keep the plums. Okay, so let's go ahead and use these apples. So the apples, the peaches, mixing bowl, cutting board, gives me some more fruit salad. And then these, one of these restores like 2.5 or 3 hunger. I think it's 2.5. But at least that will allow me to heal back up. Go ahead and drop these items back in here. Now, I had made a couple mixing bowls. I didn't realize that the bowl itself is not an actual item that's used. It's the mixing bowl is used, and it just magically creates a bowl to store everything in. All right, let's see. Last time I told you I broke into the Thaumcraft dungeon, which is where I got the moss cobblestone for making the axe. And another thing I got was these ender lily seeds. So I got these planted. They take a while to grow, so you just need to leave them here. We'll show you these later when they are fully harvested. Started building a 3rd building. Not totally sure what's going to go in here yet, but I'm thinking it's going to have something to do with magic, because that's something I need to start working on. Because number one, I need to working on Thaumcraft. Got a lot to do with that, and I want to work with Ars Magica too, because I need to start getting some spells going. Just as a nice way to, protect myself, get rid of big bad monsters, all that kind of fun stuff. What are you doing here? Alright, so for now, I'm going to finish building this 3rd building. And figure out what I'm going to do. That's the big thing. I'm going to figure out what it is I'm going to work on today. Be right back. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is make some more tools. Decided that I definitely need to gather more resources. Going to need more minerals, stuff like that. Definitely going to want to get to the nether fairly soon. And I'm going to need armor. Definitely going to need armor for doing that. So I want to make 2 things. I want to make a hammer and a pick. Now I want to make both of these out of steel. So I'm going to need 9 ingots for this. So let's go ahead and start this up. Alright, all those in there. And I'm going to do it kind of similar to the lumber axe that I made. I want to try to get the repair on there, the reinforced on there, and use some of the blue slimes. So for the hammer, It needs 2 large plates. Now each of these take 8 items, and I want to make both plates out of the slime plates. Now I don't know if I'm going to get the 2 times modifier or the 1200 durability put on there, but either way, they're pretty significant numbers. And a mining speed of 1.5, that's pretty good also. So definitely want to try out with that. And what else do I need for the hammer? So we're getting the hammer, we're getting the 2 plates, and this is the was it the large tool rod, heavy tool rod? Where is it? It's not the tool tough rod pattern. That's what it is. All right, I don't know why I keep picking them out of there. Okay. This actually I'm going to want to try to make that of obsidian. So I'm going to need a cast for that one. And I don't have a cast of that yet, do I? Tough rod. Yeah, there we go. Is that what it was? Tough rod. Don't know why they don't look, why they don't have the same shape to them. But not going to worry about that. Alright. So the tough rod is going to be made of obsidian, and now I want to do the pick, which the pick head is going to be, again, that's going to be steel. Then we're going to need the binding and the handle. So I think we're going to go binding. Oh, that's a tricky one because I only get 3 parts for that, right? There's my pick. Yep. So I make the head out of steel, and then alright, let's look at making the binding. Alright, let's do it the right way. Go into the part builder, select the binding, put the slime crystals there. There we go. We'll see how this is going to affect it. Alright, that's melted. This will be the hammerhead piece. Alright, and the tough rod, let's see. Tough rod needs 3. I'm going to make 2 of those, so I need 3 obsidian smelted up. Alright, hammerhead is done. And the pickaxe head. Excellent. Put these casts back. And put the tough rod cast in here. There we go. Now let's go ahead and start with the hammer. So we're going to have 2 slime plates and the hammer. And let's see. So aside from that, we're going to have I'd say I'm probably going to put redstone on there, and the lapis I'm going to use for the pick. Yep. Put the lapis is going to give me looting, so I can go up to a total of 250 or something like that, or 450 for one set. Actually, I want to say it's 450. So that's going to be a pretty good amount. Alright, obsidian is half done, so just wait a second for that to finish. Alright, and the obsidian is smelted, so let's go ahead and pour 2 of these tough tool rods. That's 1 and 2. Put the cast away, and there's the hammer. So durability is 7,500. Very nice. It will mine cobalt, which is pretty nice. Mining speed of 3, very slow. This is very, very slow. Alright, and we can name this. I didn't show you this last time, but you can name any of your tools. It doesn't cost you anything. I don't know. I'm horrible with names. Let's do, I don't know, bang hammer. Like I said, I'm horrible at names. This is why I normally don't name them. Alright, and now we're going to do the regular pick, which is going to be the steel pick head, the obsidian tough rod, and slime binding. Oh, shoot. My bad. It's not a tough rod, it's a normal tool rod that I need. Where's it at? Tool rod pattern, that's the one I need. Alright, and at half a material for this one, let's go ahead and put paper on it. That's going to give me an extra slot to use, and which means more looting or something like that I can get put on there. Where did I put the paper? There it is. And we're over here. Put that one in there. Okay. Oh, very, very low durability. I'm not liking that one at all. Mining speed of 8. Let's see. Let's play around here. What if we use a slime tool? Okay, durability goes up to 1500 at least. So the slime binding is not giving us the durability aspect. So that's kind of important to take note of. Which means it probably also would not give us a reinforced for if I made it out of obsidian. So let's go with this. Alright, 1500 with a mining speed of 8, so that's a little better, but I got 4 modifiers, which is good. Now, one of the modifiers I can put on here is a obsidian plate. So I can go ahead and I think those are made out of 8, aren't they? 8 each, yep. Alright, go ahead and smelt that obsidian. And if I don't hit buttons too quickly here, put the cast on there. Alright, that'll allow us to get the reinforced on here, which will be helpful. Although it already has reinforced too. So, maybe I don't want to do that. Let's take this out of here. Alright, a little indecisive what we're doing here. Alright, so I do have reinforced 2 on here. Let's go ahead and put some looting enchants on here. So yeah, looting can go up to 450 pieces of lapis on one tool. So with the lapis I have here, it's probably not going to affect it too much. Let's go ahead and make some blocks out of these. This is definitely so much faster using blocks. Alright, let's see what we end up. See if we get... Okay, we did get Fortune 1 at least, which is awesome. So that should help a little bit. And also want to put the moss on there for repair. And that leaves me with 2 more modifiers remaining. I'm going to go ahead and put the redstone on here, which is going to increase my mining speed. So right now my mining speed is 8.8, or it's actually 8, if we look at it without that in there. So mining speed of 8. Put this on here. Boost that all the way up. Takes my mining speed to 12. Much better. And I think I'm going to hold off on the other modifier for now and see how it goes with finding materials. See if I can get a lot more lapis on here. Or I might just end up adding more redstone. I'm not totally sure at this point. But now we've got this, the hammer here, which we definitely want to increase the speed on this, because this is going to be very slow. Okay, mining speed of 7 now, so let's go and put another level of redstone on here. Which should take it up to about 12. Yep, 11.6. Not too bad. And only have one modifier remaining, so that is definitely going to be the moss. So that can repair. And this should set me up pretty well for going down and mining up some resources. The only thing that I can think of right now that I'm really missing is going to be some sort of a backpack or something. Come over here, you. Did I get any string out of them? Nope, not out of either of them. Alright, I do have some cotton planted in here, which I just harvested all this stuff, so there's probably none back here. Oh, look at this. We got some. Now the cotton, some of these plants you right-click on to harvest, and other ones you have to break the plant to get the items out of it. An easy way to tell is with your hand empty. Okay, this plant's not grown yet. If you right-click on it, you get absolutely nothing. This one, you can see the plant, change the color at the top. If we right-click, this little heart appears. And that's basically telling us that it's ready. If we left-click, it breaks. Now that was ginger. You can put it in the crafting window and make seeds out of it again. Or it can actually just go ahead and replant it like this. I'm just replanting most of this stuff because I don't know what it's going to be used for yet. Eventually, I'm sure I will. Alright, so let's let that stuff go. Let's see what I might have in here that can make a backpack for me. I don't have a lot of wool. I know this. I have cotton. What can I even make for backpacks? That's a good question. Alright, we have these Project Red backpacks, which are woven cloth. That takes a lot of string. And then we have a backpack mod, which is all leather. And then big gray backpack. Okay. Well, and then better storage backpacks. And again, nothing I can do there. So at this point, I definitely don't have a backpack. which means I'm going to need to get cows somewhere. I'm going to have to find them. Let's go ahead and just get rid of some of this stuff. And I want to go down and show you real quick how this hammer works, just so you know. I'm sure most people already know, but the hammer does a nice 3x3 area, which makes it really easy for, you know, digging tunnels out and stuff like that. So if I go ahead and hit this block here, it's going to break that. It gives me 3x3. Now it doesn't break the dirt because hammers and picks aren't meant for dirt. Shovels are. There's an excavator I can make, which would excavate a 3x3 area of dirt for me. So that may end up happening. Now you see it did take up the lapis, which I didn't think it was going to. Some items, the way Tinker's Construct used to work, now it may have changed, and I'm not aware of it. The way it used to work was that if there was an ore or something next to the rock, it basically looks at the density. And if the ore is more dense than the rock is, then it would break the rocks and not the ore. So that may have changed, but now I want to use this pickaxe on the lapis, and hopefully it'll give me a little bit more out of the lapis when I use it. And these are for Thaumcraft, which I need to take an inventory of what I've got with those, because I might be getting close enough to being able to use something. Alright, so we got some silver ore in here, silver and lead back in there. What are we doing 5 wide on this tunnel? So let's see. Yep, it's breaking all of those. Interesting. Alright, well, I'm going to dig out a few tunnels and try to gather some more resources, and then we'll be back and dive into something else. Alright, I did gather up some more resources. Found some diamonds. 6 blocks of diamonds, and with my pick it gave me 8 diamonds, which was pretty good. So as I get more obsidian and keep bumping that up, hopefully it'll give me a better and better fortune. I've decided that I really need to work on getting that greenhouse done. Like I said before, I need a lot more room on it and everything. Got a lot more stuff I'm going to add in there. So I'm going to make the excavator because I need to get sand because I need a lot of glass. So I melted up some steel and obsidian. And you can see here that metals that don't combine, you can smelt them together in the smeltery and they'll stay as separate layers. Now the bottom layer is what's going to pour out first. So I need to make sure that the steel is going to come out first, and I want that to be the excavator head. So we're going to right click on that and drain that out. And then as soon as this is done, we'll switch it with the plate and get some obsidian. Like that, and pour the obsidian. Now for the excavator, we're going to have the steel excavator head. And let's see, what else were we going to do? Give me this. And the obsidian plate. And then I want the slime crystal to be the tool rod. So that's going to be... which one is it? That one, tough rod pattern. Yep. So go ahead and make that. And then the last one I believe is a binding, right? Yep. So I think I want to make that one out of paper as well to get the extra the extra modifier that it's going to offer me. And let's go ahead and put this in here and see what we get. Alright, not bad. Durability of 29, almost 3,000, which is very good. With a reinforced 3, so it should last quite a while. Go ahead and put the moss on there for a repair. And put the redstone to increase our speed. Which it's sand, yeah, you don't really need to increase the speed that much. It's pretty easy, but you know, for 1 point, for using one of my modifiers, I don't have a problem with that. Now, one of the other modifiers you can do is a diamond. If you put a diamond on here, it will add 500 durability to it. Another modifier you can do is a 1 diamond and a gold block, and that will actually add a modifier slot, which I'm not going to worry about that for this. I'm going to go ahead and use the extra durability, and then what's that? That leaves me one more. We're going to leave that alone for now. Probably add something to it later. But for now, if I can get out the door, I've got a large beach over here, which I don't want to dig up too much. I want to find a desert that I can really go crazy on. But just to show you, it does do a pretty good job. Pretty quick. I like it. This is going to make getting glass so much easier. And with having the lumber axe to chop down trees very quickly, turn those into charcoal, get a lot of the stuff smelted up very, very quickly. It's going to be great. And what's that? Pretty much about 5 stacks already. Pretty close. Nice. I like it. And let me out of here. Yeah, kind of a big trench, but it works. And I do see a cow right over here, which I'm going to need that cow because I'm going to need leather, because we looked at the backpacks and I pretty much don't have any means to make them until I start collecting cows. So I think at this point I'm going to check the time, but I think this is probably a good spot to wrap up the episode. No, I didn't get much done today. I got a couple more tools made, and so delve a little bit more into the Tinker's Construct stuff, but also showed you a little touch of what we'll be able to do with Pam's Harvest Craft. And yeah, now it's going to be a matter of working. Got to work on getting that. What is that? That's greenhouse. Work on getting that greenhouse built up and extend it out. Get some fruit trees growing and a bunch of other stuff. So I'll work on that, and I'll catch you on the next episode. I'm PC Wizard. Thanks for watching.